Ask you. Got two more questions. Niche, let me ask you a question. Let's say you went into business with someone, right? And you had a formal contract. The contract stated, me and you are doing business for forever. We're locked in on this new project, right? And you can't leave. The only way to leave is you gotta die, right? But if I, for some reason, do decide to leave this business venture, I get to take half of your revenue, potentially, and you'd have to pay me a monthly stipend every month. Would you sign that contract?
I did. I definitely did. I definitely did.
The only way, the only way,
Fellas, stay single.
To get out of it is I would have to.
That's not the question.
Stay single, fellas.
The question is, you have a contract on the table. The stipulations are we're locked in for life. You can't leave. But if the other person decides to leave, you have to pay them half of your revenue, and on top of that, a monthly stipend of whatever you make a month, like $1,000 a month, 800 for it, whatever, for the rest of your life. Would you sign that contract?
That, right?
Yeah, and
okay.
if you decide to leave, you're less likely to get half. He's more likely to get more revenue from you if he leaves versus you. Would you still sign the contract even knowing that the risk is greater on your part?
Absolutely not, fellas. Stay single.
She want to say no. She's trying
fellas,
like
stay
she's
single.
trying to justify.
This is exactly why you
fucking
don't.
no.
Listen, I've been preaching this shit nonstop, yo. 70 to 80% of marriages, bro, are ended by women. She can end the marriage and still take half of your shit. She can go slide on some dick and still get half of your shit.
I wanted to like set it up real quick. You jumped into the marriage. That was the point, but I was trying to like line it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that.
Trying to line up the question.
My bad. I've been ranting about this.
No, you feel you. Go ahead, though.
I definitely. I'm not gonna lie to you and say
yes or no. Would you sign?
If he leave, yes, I would sign it.
No, you would not.
What?
That's
No.
because he's no, but like if he leaves
Come
me,
on, yo.
if he leaves me, then like
he takes half of your shit.
No, if he ends up walking out, he said if
he takes half of your shit.
No, I asked.
No,
I said the other partner can take half of your shit.
If they leave,
and you gotta pay a monthly stipend every month. Would you sign that contract?
I don't get that monthly stipend.
No,
you're less likely to get it if you leave.
But if he decided to leave me, he's not paying me anything. I thought that's what that was.
No, he's not.
If he leaves,
he's
you
not
gotta
paying
pay
you
him
shit.
half.
You gotta pay him. He's not paying you shit.
If he leaves, you gotta pay him half.
If you leave, you're 80% less likely to get that same
treatment. See that face you making? That's the face we
Would you sign the contract?
Well, no.
Exactly.
That's the face you
So with that being said, would you advise most men in America right now in 2023 to get married? Considering those are the same risks that they take on?
That's what they face. I feel like they're just as if you want to compare that type of stipulation, then you might as well compare it to people that have to go to jail.
So would you advise?
That sounds like we need to just be dropping dick in bitches.
I mean, like at this point, if you're really trying to make it seem that bad,
circle.
If you would do the time for the crime, then yeah, you can marry me, and it could be a 50-50 chance.
Fellas, your best bet is
you have better chances being in a marriage than you would be locked up in jail.
You could drop the same dick off you would drop off in a marriage and keep your money. You can drop, that's the thing. Like, y'all be trying to y'all try to make so many stipulations on what we gotta do to get y'all and stuff. It's like y'all don't understand that marriage is for y'all more so.
It is.
We don't get shit out of marriage. I can fuck you without marriage. You know how many people out here fucking without marriage?
That's facts.
I don't get nothing in marriage that I don't get outside of it.
So
marriage
really
is
extra.
for you. So for y'all to always put all these stipulations and you got to do this, you got to do that, this is for you, right? Like, I could just be single and just continue to fuck. Or if you don't want to give me some pussy, that's cool. I could get it somewhere else and you just going to run into another nigga that wants the same thing as me.
Yeah.
So, like where are you really ending that?
For real, oh, shit, this John died? Okay. He switches on. Fuck it. I'm going to just talk. For real, when it comes to marriage and relationships, I think girls only want relationships to compete with other women. When you dating a girl, right? You met a girl, you've been talking for like 3-6 months. Y'all locked in. Y'all spend 5 hours a day together. You on the phone all the time. Y'all texting, hang out, all that shit. Then after a while, she's like, so what are we? Am I your girlfriend or what? Why does it really fucking matter? Like, when I say you're my girlfriend, what changes? Nothing changes except the fact you can brag to other girls and say, I'm his boyfriend, I'm his girlfriend. That's it. Now let's say we're girlfriend and boyfriend for 2 years. After a while, you're like, so when you gonna put a ring on my finger? Why does it matter? Because nothing really changes. The only thing that changes is you have a rock on your hand to say, look, I'm married. What really changes internally in the relationship? So that's why I theorize that when it comes to relationships and taking the next step, women really only wanted to prove it to other women, like, I'm better than y'all. I got picked.
I mean, if you're a man that has plenty of fish in the sea, I think it is justifiable for that one woman who probably was fighting so hard. Like you guys say, women don't fight for what they want. That one girl could have been fighting so hard that she feels like she deserves that rock on her finger. So yes, it is. It could be a bragging right for some women, as it should be, because you have got.
What do you mean by fighting so hard? Fighting like how?
We got to put up with all these other girls, the cheating, the rumors. You know, especially men with money, athletes, those types of men. Regular men probably don't got to put up with all that. So that's a little different. But I feel as though for status, I can understand and see why women want it.
So you agree?
I do agree.
Oh. Okay, so we all agree?
I do agree that it is for status for the most part. And I think I've said that before. I do think that it is for a status purpose.
Y'all are horrible at marketing. Like, y'all do not sell this product properly. Like, if you're telling a nigga, like, yo, I want you to invest half of everything you're worth in me. I want you to start a family with me. I want you to protect us and our family. I want you to provide for us and our family. All that good shit. Mm-hmm. And at the end of it all, I'm 70 to 80% likely to leave you. And the only reason I even want to be in this predicament is not for the relationship itself, but it's just for the status. And I'm looked at as higher of a woman because I have...
And not just that. But I'm also the prize.
But you guys will put all that money and lose money gambling and never get it back.
That's
but
not
you
the
can't
point.
invest in a person.
That's not the point.
Like that, to me, like you would rather invest yourself in so many other non-valuable things other than a person that can be valuable.
A person that holds liability. It's not a person, it's a person that has the highest liability. And I'm not saying that guys should not get married. I believe in a covenant between men and women. I'm saying as far as like the state and getting the government involved and contracts and whatnot, like in this current state of America right now, 2023, it is not the best option. You're better off being with your girl. You could be with your girl forever. Let's say you're locked in with one girl. You never leave her, never cheat, whatever. You'll never get married. Great. You have a family. Great. What's the difference? You're still together. You still raise a family. There's really no difference. So I'm saying, like, I'm not saying men shouldn't stick with one woman. I'm saying stick with a girl, but you don't have to get the government involved in the marriage and all that unless you absolutely want to. That's on you.
I absolutely want to. It's definitely a status for me, I guess.
This camera acting crazy right now. Okay, I'll fix it later. All right, let's get to the questions in the chat because we had a lot of fucking questions. I've been trying to like focus on the podcast and the comment section, but it's getting kind of crazy. Okay, so what they say? It said those papers are also for security and financial assets. Yeah, we know. Yeah. That's why we're saying it's a risk.
I support that. Marry spiritually. They'll be like, yo, babe, you want to get married? She said yes.
In the church or something.
Y'all hold hands together. Y'all both bow your heads, say a prayer together, and we married. And we married. Get married spiritually. We don't need to go sign all these dumbass papers and shit like that. Because I'm not giving you shit when you decide to leave. Amen. No. You leave with what you came with.
Okay. He said, bro, but security goes into trust on and off paper. That's a good point. Yes, Mary. Y'all try to come on, yo. Listen, we doing this is the next section of the show. If anybody wants to just come on the live, send a live request. You can join. If not, we'll keep the shit going. And I end up with the last hard body hack. All right, in the meantime, keep going. So last thing before we close this joint up, while we wait for everybody else, is the hard body hack segment. I'm trying to get this camera to work. Hard Body Hack segment is when I give advice to either men or women